Hello, we're here at Sweet Lorraine's Kitchen, and we're everyday people. We come together to inspire, to educate, and to help people in their cooking skills. Today's guests, we have some of Omaha's finest cooks that we're going to feature tonight, and we just want you to listen to them as they tell you on this tasting evening what they are preparing. But before we do that, I just want to share with you that I have prepared some blackened salmon, and it's very, very delicious, and we will have that in the tasting, along with some southern fried chicken. Everybody loves southern fried chicken, which is wings that we'll take on downstairs to our tasting. But today I'd like to welcome you, Michael and Nicole. Would you please tell us what you're about to prepare, and we'll be able to taste tonight.
Ooh,
Come on in. You're welcome.
Thank you. So what we prepared is going to be some cauliflower and chickpea tacos. So a lot of people are trying to get a lot more vegetables in their diet. This is a good way to do that and eat something that you're pretty used to eating. So all you got to do is we have some cauliflower and some chickpeas here. A little bit of seasoning is all. We just use a little bit of chili powder and cumin.
get a good spoonful there, right?
Oh yeah. And then we do a little bit of pico de gallo. You can get this from the store too, but I made it. It's just chopped tomatoes, onions, and cilantro. A little bit of lime as well.
You want to try to evenly cover up the cauliflower
You
there.
gotta do it. And if you like avocado, you can put that on there too.
He likes avocado a little more than I do, but it's alright. I like it on stuff.
And then maybe a little bit of lettuce. And you can just get creative with that. You can put on whatever you liked as well. So that's it. Makes it real simple for you.
Oh, Michael, I'm just in time. That looks absolutely wonderful. Let's go ahead and take that downstairs and have a wonderful time with this tasting. Follow me. Sweet Lorraine's Kitchen. The Word of God says, train up a child in the way that they should go, and when they get old, they won't depart from it. That talks about the spirituality of training children while they're young. So teaching them about the Lord and teaching them what God stands for and to allow God into their lives. Well, I have a very interesting guest tonight, and he is my son. He saw his mom, the famous chef, cook meals, and so he comes in and says, "Oh, I want to be a chef." But I'll let him tell you about himself. You're going to be in for quite a treat. Isaiah Coleman. I'm going to get out of this way because he's got to have the spotlight. It's two of us together. I don't know if the camera can take it. Go ahead.
But before you go, I just wanted to say I want to thank you, Sweet Lorraine, because you are truly sweet. You let me use your kitchen, so I appreciate that.
No problem, son.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. So my name is Chef Coleman, and I have my own brand name, I Am Chef. I want to encourage young chefs out there in the world that you can cook. Anyone can cook, anyone can do it. So I want to bring out some little chefs that I know. Chefs, please come in. And please tell the people who you are.
My name is Chef Braxton.
Chef Verena and Chef Salita.
Great. So chefs, what did we do today when we were talking about food and stuff? What's the first thing that we should always do when we are about to start cooking?
Wash our hands.
Wash your hands. Thank you, Chef Braxton. So Chef Verena, tell me why it is important for us to wash our hands.
It kills germs.
It kills germs. That's perfect. I'm glad you said that. So Chef Salita, please come up here, please. So you said, Chef Verena, that we have to make sure we wash our hands. But Chef Salita, what should we have the temperature be?
100 degrees.
Why 100 degrees?
Because it kills germs.
It kills germs. Great. So we did that, right? We wash our hands. Great. So what's the first thing we do, Chef Braxton? Please come up here and tell the other chefs out there in the world, what have you done? So come up here and tell them.
I prepared the seasoned Brussels sprouts.
And how did you do that?
First, we take out the Brussels sprouts and add a bit of seasoning, of black pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder.
Great. All right. Chef Verena and Chef Salita, please come on up here and tell the world what have you cooked today?
We made white rice.
White rice. And how did you prepare that white rice?
We used 2 quarts of water and then used 1 bag of rice.
Perfect, perfect. And what I did was I kind of cheated off a little bit because Sweet Lorraine actually did something really marvelous when I was a child. She made sweet salmon. So I decided to put my own little fusion in there, and I call it the Sweet Lorraine. That's what I like to call it whenever I make it for my clients. And so what I did was I put a little hoisin sauce, about half a cup of hoisin sauce, and then I'll use some onion powder, garlic powder, and I'll definitely use some sesame seeds because it brings out the flavor in the salmon. So this is what we have, the Sweet Lorraine salmon, and it's prepared just the way we like it.
My. Sweet Lorraine salmon. Isaiah, this is an honor. This is something, Isaiah, I'm just so happy to see you do.
Oh, thank you.
That's why it is so important in the community. We should be a family and we should teach and train children, not only in the spiritual aspect, but in the natural aspect.
I love it.
And I'm so proud of you, Isaiah.
Well, I learned from a great teacher.
Thank you, Isaiah. Wow, it looks yummy.
It does, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
And by the way, you can always cook it medium, medium well, or medium rare. Salmon is actually preferred medium rare because it has a soothing, soft taste to it.
Very good.
Do you like it?
Absolutely delicious. Let me try this Brussels sprout. Is that little Chef Braxton? Is that what you made?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you please come forward? Okay. I'm going to try this Brussels sprout and see how good it is, Braxton.
Yes, ma'am.
Braxton, this is excellent.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to try the rice that Salita and Verena prepared. Please step forward. All right. The rice. Jasmine rice, right? Oh, wow. You're going to be in for a real treat with these little chefs coming on the scene. Seriously, this is simply wonderful. Can I have all 4 of you all come up here? Again, Omaha, we have some of the finest young people right here in our community. Let us get behind them and support them every step of the way. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. My. What a spread. This is what we do at Sweet Lorraine. We show you some of Omaha's finest cooks. And this is Lynn, and she's going to tell you what she has for the tasting. Lynn?
Thank you for having me at Sweet Lorraine's today. Today what I have done is I have prepared for you a vegetable quiche with asparagus and spinach in it with some more seasonings there for the throat. And then this one is a meat dish for all the meat lovers, hamburger and ground turkey in this one with spinach as well.
That looks yummy.
And to top it all off, I do have some garnishments here. So you just take a slice, put it on your green vegetable here, green leaf or apples here. You can also top it off with some ranch dressing.
Wow.
Put a little bit of wetness with the quiche there. Also, I do have a little bit of sweetness too for breakfast or brunch. And you can also put a slice on the plate here. Also, I have garnished with a sweet roll, cinnamon roll here.
Wow.
Put a little bit of sweetness to it. And also with the apples as well. And there you go. Voila. Bon appetit.
Welcome to Sweet Lorraine's Kitchen. Welcome to Sweet Lorraine's Kitchen. Where there's always food, fame, fellowship, friends, and love. It's all here we can
I tell you, this tasting is wonderful. I am so waiting to get into all these yummy foods. But before that takes place, I have another guest, and she made something very fabulous. And I will go ahead and take the egg salad downstairs. Denise, would you come and tell us what you have prepared? It looks mighty good.
Thank you, Lorraine. Okay, today I have prepared for you a zucchini soup. Zucchini is considered a vegetable, but most people don't know that it's really a part of the fruit family. And it's really low in calories, so if you're watching your weight, it's low in sugar and carbs. But it has the essential nutrients in it like potassium, vitamin A, and vitamin C that is good for our bodies. What I do is I take zucchini and I'll cut off both ends, wash it, and then I slice it up into small pieces. And then I put it into a pot on the stove and I'll add chicken broth to it, some thymes, and I put lemon pepper in it for seasoning. And then once it boils down and it softens, I'll take it and I'll put it in my blender so that it can get creamy taste. And once that happens, I'll take it out. I'll pour it back into my pot again and let it simmer. And then your zucchini soup is ready to eat. And it takes about 10-15 minutes to prepare it. So if you want to eat healthy, it's a healthy soup all year round. And I also made for you today a sandwich. And what I did, I sauteed my mushrooms. I sauteed onions, which are good for you for your immune system. Spinach, which is also another healthy green vegetable for you. And then I added cheese. And what I did is I sauteed both of the sides, and so we have like a grilled cheese, mushroom sandwich to go along with your zucchini soup. And that's one of my quick little recipes that I use after a long day of work. It's healthy and nutritious and good for your body. Thank you.
I am just so amazed at all these wonderful cooks that are here tonight at the tasting. And I'm just, oh my gosh, I almost want to taste a bite. But I won't do it until I introduce you to the next cook. His name is Antoine. He's going to tell you everything about his cuisine. Antoine.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Thank you. What I prepared for you guys today is my grandmother's old recipe of Cajun shrimp nachos. Started out with a little bag of Doritos, and then you got hamburger meat, you got a little nacho cheese, some rotel, and then you got all your spices.
Oh, Antoine, can I just take some little bite?
Just taste a piece of that
Just a
shrimp
piece
right there.
right there?
Yeah, make sure you get a piece of shrimp.
Ooh, let me get that shrimp.
Yeah,
Oh
get
my
the shrimp
God.
in there. It's gonna hit you a little bit in the back of the throat at the end.
This is, oh my gosh. Let me go tell the others. Continue on.
All right. I own Jackson Takeout. I got a lot of things that I do, a lot of comfort foods. All of our food is cooked to order. And our motto is real food, real fast. Secondly, what I prepared for you guys is my grandfather's sweet potato pie. I call it Bad Jackson pie. Now, this sweet potato pie, I can't tell you the ingredients, so I wish I could, but I don't think he'd like that too well. Grandmothers and mothers said their pie is better, but I'll put this one against there any day. Thank you for having me on Sweet Lorraine's Kitchen.
And today we want to continue talking about the issues that are going on right here in Omaha, in our community. On our show, we have Lori Schumann, and she will join in with us to talk about some of those issues. Let's welcome Lori Schumann. Hi, Lori.
Hi.
Good to
Lauren.
see
How are
you.
you?
It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
You know, Lori, some of the things that we have spoken about, even in our, on a one-on-one basis, I have an older son, you have a son,
Right.
and it seems like we're experiencing some of those same issues. Let's talk about that today. What would you like to say about that, Lori?
Well, the issue she's talking about right now is we have older children that are coming into their adult lives, into their 20s, I want to say.
Yeah.
And they're struggling, and we were just talking about the label that I think society has given these children, and
Yes.
it's the label they're putting on them is the millennials.
Yes.
Because they are expecting the world to give them instead of work for what they want.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
they think that there should be somebody to help them get up on their feet. When me and you were growing up, I don't remember anybody getting much help.
No, we had to work for it.
Mom, you graduated high school. Mom said bye.
Right.
Good luck.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, and you just figured out, geez, what do I want to do? I'm gonna go get a job. You figured it out on your own, and you didn't go back home and ask mom for money because that was just
taboo.
the worst thing you could do. Today, that's a whole different story. Kids walking in, I can't make it, Mom, I can't, which I'm not opposed to a kid coming in every once in a while and is having a hard time making ends meet if he's working a job and going to school and raising the babies and, hey, Mom, I need a little bit of help. But when you don't see the effort and you see a kid that's sitting at home and he's smoking a little pot and he's going out and he's partying and he's, but yet he can't buy a sandwich, then there's a problem there.
There is a problem.
There's a problem in priorities.
There is
Where
a problem.
are the priorities?
And Lori, even though that we're from different cultures, but it doesn't matter from what culture you are. I wonder, what is it?
I talk to young mothers too that have 3 and 4 year old,
Right.
and they're like, "Oh, I can't wait till they're 18. I can't wait till they're 18."
Yes.
I said, "Honey, parenting don't end when they're 18. That's when they need your advice. That's when they need your support. They don't need you feeding them and changing their diaper, but now they need what you got up here."
Oh my gosh.
What I say to my kids all the time is, the only person that can get you out of where you're at is you. Nobody can do it for you. Nobody
very
else
good.
can do it.
Yes.
Okay? Nobody else can do it. But that has such a hard time sinking in. They don't want to do it.
Yeah.
They want somebody to come in and do it for them. And that just don't happen in life. Not if you're going to be successful, it doesn't.
I have experienced the same thing, and sometimes I think that we have to kind of step back and let them experience life, even though we want to take them and secure them from the fall. But sometimes they have to go through to understand what we're trying to say to them. And sometimes I think, Lori, there's an old concept that says it takes a village to raise children. It really does. How can we bring them back into the fold? That is the question.
I wish what we could do is get all these kids in the community that are struggling and have a night where they all get together and they can talk out there and hash out their...
So here it is. We are here at Sweet Lorraine's Kitchen trying to find a solution. So I am offering it out to the community. Call in. Let us know. What are your thoughts? What are your ideals that we can put together and we can make a difference. That's what Sweet Lorraine Kitchen is all about. It's bringing real people together with real issues, trying to make a difference. I wanted to bring back one of our amazing chefs. It's very important that we give glory to God for the healing that takes place in our life. Antoine has an amazing testimony. I don't want to begin to tell you. I will let it come from his mouth. At the end of it, you will have to say, it's nothing but a miracle, and to God be the glory. Antoine, let's hear your story.
Well, about a year and a half ago, I fell off a ladder at my restaurant. Was just getting it going. Thought I was tough. I was a pretty tough guy then, but 3 or 4 months went past and it just got worse and worse. And come to find out, I actually went to a Methodist hospital, and they told me, I went there 3 different times, and they told me nothing was wrong with me. So I had to go get a 4th opinion. I went to Bellevue University, and they said I had 4 compression fractures in my back, so I had to have emergency surgery. During the surgery, they said I had multiple myeloma cancer, which is a cancer of the bones in my back. Was going to decide against the cancer medicine, but turned around and I decided, after talking to family, it was best just to go ahead and try the medicine. So, kicking and screaming, I took the medicine, and lo and behold, the medicine started shutting my organs down and put me in ICU. When I came out from being in a coma, I was fighting so hard that they had to do surgery on both of my wrists because I didn't know what was going on. Quick story I can tell you, and just to let you know that there is a God. Yeah. I'll never forget it. While laying there, I could hear some things going on, but I really wasn't coherent because of all of the pain medication. And I remember his face looking gold. And we were having a conversation with each other and laughing and joking. And it was just like a buddy. And at the end of that, I said, well, guys, you gonna let me in? And he said no, and I woke up. And that's when I was coherent and able to see everything, and know what happened to me and all that good stuff. So thank God that I'm still here, and I stopped taking all the cancer medicines. They can't find the cancer in my body now. So if you believe, he will deliver you under any circumstances. And always be strong. Recovery's been good. Again, just try to drink alkaline water. You gotta drink, there's stuff called black seed oil. It's just like oil in the car. You gotta keep oil in your body as well. As far as eating right, they say anything white ain't right. So bread, rice, milk, your dairy products, even though I love them, but you just keep them to a minimum. One thing that I did find out with this is you do have a soul. And the way that you know you have a soul is if you close your eyes and you say to yourself, without saying it out loud or moving your lips, I am great. You close your eyes and say that. Who is that person that said it, and who is the person that heard it? That's your soul. So take care of your soul.
Antoine, what an amazing story. You are a miracle. It is important for us to share our stories with the community. So if there is someone out there that is needing to be healed, you have a witness of what God has done. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for tuning in today. I have been just amazed with the chefs that were here today. I am Chef Isaiah Coleman. Join us for the next episode of Sweet Lorraine.
Welcome to Sweet Lorraine's Kitchen. Welcome to Sweet